Yo, this stuff is fresh.
Oh, I got one.
What?
I was at the skate key, and I was trying to impress this chick. And when she came in, she was looking dope too. And when she came in, I tried to look smooth and roller skate over to her. And I just bust my ass right in front of her, yo. You know what I mean? And she just sat there, and she did the sound effects because I did just fall. I was like, that's exactly what she did. She was like, whoop, 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 while I was falling and shit. And I was like, damn, you gonna do the sound effects and the whole shit too? She was like, whoop, 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 whoop. And she's like, you all right, boo? I was like, yeah, I'm all right. I just got up and rolled away. I was like, fuck that. You know what I mean? That was fucked up, man.
The next is little Derek Jeter like jersey. Like I was like, I'm not letting this go. And it looked good on me when I wear it.
I had a lot of clothes. I had a lot of clothes that I've never seen again from females. One chick actually chased down from one of my hats. I was like, nah. I was like, nah, you give me my hat back, son.
Why she kick? That's petty.
No, because she came over and took it. That's why. You know what I mean? It's not like she came over and took it. I was like,
communal.
That wasn't no gift. You crazy that she was sitting in my closet. I'm looking, I'm like, damn, something's missing. Then you just got that look like, damn, something's missing. You don't realize that night you about to go out, but yo, it's gonna look nice. I'm gonna look fresh with that. And this bitch, man, took my shit. You be like, yo.
Hold up. Monique, you got my hat. I ain't think you was gonna want that shit.
Yo, I mean, she sent you an Instagram picture of it. She got your hat on like, look better on me, said. Fucking bitch. Give me my hat back. You know how much that hat cost, yo? Oh, shit.
Dry the skin well. I'm like, well, don't you understand?
Dry the skin well?
Yeah,
what do you mean dry your skin
men
well?
Need to also understand, like, you can take a bath, right? But make sure you dry in between your butt cheeks the right way as well.
Oh man, you know how many?
I'm gonna say this why because it sweats,
right?
Right? Your penis is laying down in between your crack, from time to time, or it's just touching that area. Or
wait. Your penis is not laying between your butt cracks. I don't know what.
I'm just throwing it in. But in any regards,
you be like, damn, baby, my fucking. Chill, hold on. Can you just pause for a minute? I gotta pull something up. Nah, that's.
What I'm saying?
Nah. I gotta disagree with that. You know what? I'm gonna tell you a true story, a real story. I got molested when I was 10 years old by an older chick.
Okay. You liked it, right?
And I loved it.
Okay, again,
and I loved it.
But again,
and I did not go around molesting little girls. No, because I didn't even know I was molested. I was 10 years old.
Why is my dick out?
And I was 10 years old, and I used to go to this babysitter like 5 years before that. When I was like 4 or 5. 10, I'm rolling up in there. Every 10-year-old boy thinks they fresh. So I go up in there, and I'm just there for the day. The daughter, who was about 15 years old, takes me up to the attic, and they lived upstairs. So she took me upstairs to the house, and she took me upstairs to the attic. And while we was upstairs in the attic, I never forget this, dude. I swear to you, this is real side. I never forget this. She had like the biggest breasts. Like her breasts were huge.
Guys, we shouldn't be laughing about this, but because this is really traumatic for some people.
And she just jumped on me and she stuck her tongue so far down my throat. I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? And then she was like, had my hand on her breast and she was filling up all over me. And I was 10. Now let me tell you the difference. There's a huge difference between me and this fucking pervert Stephen Collins, right? First of all, when this happened to me, I myself was molested by an older female. I was 10, she was 15. During the incident, I didn't do anything because that was the first time I was actually had a kiss. I was just standing there. But I knew it didn't bother me. I wasn't traumatized. I was actually like, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm the fucking man right now. I didn't find out I was molested until I was like 20-something years old. When I was with a girl, I was dating a chick, and we was on her roof at like a roof party with a bunch of her friends, and they were all going around stories talking about the first time we kissed, And I told my story the first time my kids, and she just seen their faces. They always looking at me like, you got molested. I was like, nah, I didn't. I was like, wait. I was like, wait a second. That does sound like I got molested. I was like, but you should have seen their face. They was all looking at me like the whole party just came to a halt.
Yeah.
You know, they was bringing me like a pillow to sit down, like a fucking washcloth. Like, you all right? I'm like, that shit happened like 15 years ago. Yo, yeah, I'm all right. They was like, but you got molested. Oh my God, who did you tell? I was like, did you tell your parents? I was like, hell no, I didn't tell my mom.
That was.
I was like, hell no, I didn't tell my mom. So my mom's would have went off on that chick. I told my brother. He's like, what your brother do? I said, he told me to. This is exactly what my brother did, yo. I told my brother, the first thing I did was like, I couldn't wait to get home to tell somebody. I got home, I told my brother, I was like, Eric. He was like, what? I was like, what do you mean when your thing get hard? He was like, what? I was like, because I was 10 years old. So I was holding, I was like, what do you mean when your thing get hard? He was like, what? Who got your thing hard? I was like, so I told the whole story.
So you ran home with a Woody?
The whole way. The whole way.
Those things.
You want to hear the story when my mother first found out I was having sex? When my mother, when she thought I was having sex, but I already had, when I asked the question, I already had sex. I had sex. Yeah, my mom's listening to the show. She gonna be mad as hell. But I had sex in her room while she was on vacation.
Really?
She had the bigger bed.
Nice.
I had bunk beds.
Oh yeah, you can't. You can't get down on a bunk.
She gonna be tight. She is. She gonna be tight.
Either bunk you can't get down.
Yeah,
it won't work.
Nah.
It won't work.
I was young as hell too.
Yeah.
But real side, I don't want those tighty whities no more. Give me some boxes, some color ones. My mom stopped. We was in the store. I think we was in Caldo or something.
I let it breathe.
By Alexander's, and she went off.
Wow.
Who you fucking? I was like, I was tired of wearing the tighty whities. Yeah, that's career day right there. Kids these days, career day. The kids gonna go up and say, "Yeah, hey, little Susie, what does your mommy do for a living?" She twerks. She twerks.
She's a twerker.
I'm surprised they didn't.
Did you say worker?
She's a twerker.
I'm surprised she didn't draw implants, butt implants, and breast implants.
Yeah, right.
There.
Her moms ain't getting no money looking like that.
She got a flat back.
Her moms ain't getting no money. Gotta work it out, baby. Looney Tunes, for example, Bugs Bunny. We've heard this before. Bugs Bunny was a classic, smart, sophisticated white man, the white character, and Bugs Bunny was always outwitting them in everything, and always turning the redneck against Elmer Fudd against the black duck. You know what I mean? And you know it's rabbit season, it's duck season, and no matter what, Elmer Fudd will always end up blowing Donald Daffy Duck's beak off. No matter what, like Bugs Bunny never seen the bullet. Bugs Bunny never caught the bullet. Daffy Duck always caught the bullet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm seeing this
but
whole shit different.
Daffy Duck was always the complaint. Remember, Daffy Duck was always. Listen, look at Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck was always mad, spitting all over himself, despicable. He was always complaining about succotash. Always, cause he was the complaining nigga. Daffy Duck was the complaining nigga. He was the black duck. His son is sitting there throwing a temper tantrum. No, he's supposed to be my girl. His pop's like, this is why I can't leave this nigga no empire. He's like, this nigga mad over pussy. He paying his chicks back. Come here, nigga. You know, Terrence Howard got that feminine high voice. He's sitting there like, paying his Picasso on the chick's back on his music video shoot. He's like, come here, nigga. What's the problem? He was like, man, she's supposed to be my girl. He was like, nigga, can you add? Nigga, can you add? He's like, yes, dad, I can add. Well, look over there, son. Tell me what you see. I see two girls. That's every mathematician's dream, nigga. You got 2 hands and 4 titties. What's the problem? Come on, man. Come on.
How did you watch that?
I watched it twice.
See, that's how you know it right. You always watch the stupid stuff more than once.
It's the best part. He said, now go over there, put your dick in your hands, and shoot this video, nigga. I'll tell you this one scene. There's one scene. My sense of humor is fucked up, right? My sense of humor is funny. But you know what I'm saying? There's a scene when Terrence Howard, he has a gay son, right? One of the sons is gay. Coincidentally, is probably one of the most talented out of his 3 sons. You know?
Zoom, zoom.
And his son it walks up in the living room and he's in like heels and a scarf around his head. And he's eating dinner and he picks his son up. So I'm like watching, I'm like, damn, he about to toss this dude outside in the snow or something. So it cuts to the scene. This nigga Terrence Howard is throwing his son in the garbage can. Now I'm in the house, right? I'm the only dude laughing in the house. Everybody in the house is like taking it serious. Much like I was the only dude laughing in 12 Years a Slave when dude told there was a scene in 12 Years a Slave when they took her kids and she's crying for like 10 minutes in the whole movie. Yeah. So every scene after that, she's for like 15 minutes, every scene. I'm like, damn, when is she gonna shut up? So this dude, the dude is sitting there, the main dude, I forgot his name. And he's sitting there like eating bean sprouts or something. And she's like, on the porch. So he just goes, shut the fuck up. He's like, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, about time, yo. And I'm crying. I'm laughing.
You gonna make me watch 12 Years a Slave?
Yeah, you gotta watch. Nah, shit was dope. Much like when Terrence Howard picked up his son and threw his ass in the garbage can. Taraji said, nah. She took over. She started kicking. She's like, you crazy? He was like, he's trash. And I thought that shit was hilarious, yo. I thought that shit was the funniest shit ever. That's why I fucks with Lee Daniels. Listen, Lee Daniels has a way of making sure his characters bring out the truth, man, of how people really feel, yo. 90% of the schools don't mean shit, and I'm gonna tell you why. The paper that your degree and your is printed on, your degree, it's not even worth its weight with the paper that is printed on. When you talk about corporate America, there's a chain, there's a legacy here. There are kids that are groomed, you know, to go to certain schools and work certain jobs and live a certain lifestyle, and that's from day one. You know, I worked in corporate America for several years, and a lot of these companies that I worked at, I had a college education. I was making just as much, maybe less than the person next to me who didn't even go to college. You know, and all the people that worked at that company that went to college, they all went to Ivy League schools. So with that being said, my opinion is that unless you go to an Ivy League school, then corporate America is the next step. But if you're going to the remainder of the 90% colleges in this country, or maybe 99% colleges in the country, you know, there's a possibility that you can't get through that barrier. It's going to be a fight. Yes. But it's even more of a possibility that you're just going to come out of school in debt. And the way the economy is now, and the way companies are now, they don't hire you with, you know, you're going into a world of debt with bad credit already. Yep. So now you have to get a job, forget about your career. Just and
some of these assholes is asking you for your credit report when you
well, they do, yeah, because now they base a decision based on your credit whether they're gonna hire you or not, because your credit is an indication of how responsible you are, supposedly. When you go to school, you pick a major, right? Mm-hmm. But in most schools, in all schools, when you major in something, you have to have prerequisites before you can even, and electives, courses, before you even start gaining into that major. It's like basically saying like everything else in this world, right? When you want something, you can go directly to it and get it, right? If I go to the supermarket, imagine going to the supermarket and someone says, hey, if you want that gallon of milk, in order to get that gallon of milk, you got to buy the bacon and eggs first. Yes, but you'd be like, wait a second. I don't even eat bacon and eggs. I don't eat bacon and eggs. I don't eat pork. I don't want bacon. I don't even like eggs. I just want the gallon of milk. No. In this supermarket, if you want this gallon of milk, you got to buy the bacon and eggs. And that's what college is. College is basically saying, hey, stupid, if you want a major in history, that's fine with us, but you got to take math, you got to take social sciences, you got to take English, and a bunch of other courses that you probably took in high school, especially if you probably didn't, but you're never going to use, never going to need. But in order to really get those history credits, you gotta take these courses at first. So if you want that gallon of milk, I know you don't eat bacon and you don't like eggs, but you gotta buy the bacon and eggs to drink that gallon of milk, because that's how we do it in this supermarket university.
Had he not resisted a little bit, even just the slightest bit, listen, I had cops write on the slip with me.
But that's what I'm trying
Listen, put on the slip, I resisted, and all I did was ask questions. This guy is much bigger than
that. We are at the point that we are now because we didn't stop the bullshit from the beginning.
And this is why Eric Garner's dead, because he didn't have the common sense to recognize that, first of all, when the cops are going to fight the case, they're going to say, look at his size. Look at his size. This is common sense. I'm telling these people, yo. You're going against, you talking about a different fight. What I'm saying is, Eric Garner's like, he's sitting there while you're arresting me. The fucking cops is trying to pull his wrist down. He doesn't want to do it. He keeps saying this, that, whatever. At this point, you know what? Shut the fuck up. If you would have shut the fuck up and just let it go on the course of action, them arresting him, they wouldn't have put him in a fucking chokehold and would have been dead. Not saying what the cops did was right, but
yes, you are saying that
No, I'm not. Right. What I'm saying is, stop for a second, have common sense, and then when you in the cell, so you fight a different way. You fight with your lawyer.
Come on, but you gonna trust him with a freaking lawyer?
But this
Come on,
people do it all the time. That's how you fight. That's how you fight the judicial system.
No.
So hold on.
I will tell you
the way we fight it now is working. The way we fight it now is working.
It's goddamn right.
It worked for Michael Brown.
Yes, it is working.
It worked for Michael Brown.
And you know what?
It worked for Garner.
Everyone's gonna take a
It's not working, dude. When I was 13, I got arrested for the first time. Got fucked up by the police.
Right.
Fucked up.
Yes.
This cop kicked me in my dick so hard. I still feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker dragged me.
And that's what he wanted.
Listen, right? Because I ran.
Okay.
I ran.
Okay.
And I spent, after that, listen, let me finish. After that,
he should have shot you.
I got arrested so many times because I hated fucking cops. And all I ever did, every time they came and fucking say, yo, let me see your ID. Fuck, you want to see my ID for? I live here. You see me here all the time. That was my attitude.
That was your attitude.
All the time. All the time. After spending a lot of weekends in jail, I fuckers like, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. I even went down to the police plaza. And I sat there and tried to press charges against the cops. And I sat there for fucking 9 hours, my dude. So I went that way too. That's a blue curtain that you're not gonna break.
Oh, but you
listen. Let me. I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
You just said the lawyer.
I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still here telling you the story, right? It wasn't until damn near after like all these weekends in jail, even when they used to put me, they lock me up in the tombs. They don't put me in the system. I'm there for 2 hours. They take me out. They put me in another precinct. I spent 4 days in jail. On the fucking third day, at the end of the day, they finally decided to fingerprint me and put me in the system. I got tired of that shit, my nigga. I got tired of that.
Can I pause you for
Hold
5
up,
seconds?
I'm not done yet. Nah.
Okay,
hold up. So, at the end of the day, I said, instead of me raising my voice and getting the attitude, what I did, I studied the Constitution. I studied my rights. I studied my laws. So the next time the cop approached me, I said, no problem, officer, with a nice calm voice. I'm going to do exactly what you said, but I have the right to know why. I'm not like, fuck you and all this shit. And if he approaches me and I breach that approach, he has the right. He has the right to get physical with me because now I pose a threat. Whenever a cop comes to me, female, male, whatever, the first thing I do is I put myself in a submissive position. You know what I'm saying? I lean against the car. I sit in my seat with the door open. This way, if I'm in a sitting down position, I'm no longer a threat. These are things you have to know. You know what I mean?
And the Constitution taught you that?
No, experience taught me that.
Okay, continue.
But the Constitution taught me my rights and what to ask. Can I search your car? No, officer, you cannot search my car without a warrant. Words mean something. You have to say the right words. You can't just be like, no, you can't fucking search my car. Fuck you. You can't just be that way.
Exasperate the situation.
Because the cop says, you know what? He started escalating his voice, and I felt that he was going to be a threat. He started getting agitated. I went into the proper procedure because the cop's going to follow the procedure up to you start raising your voice. Exactly. And he's still going to follow procedure after that when you're supposed to be a threat. Well, if these guys stop having an attitude and understand the proper questions to ask, instead of telling the cops what they're not going to do, you don't tell the cops what you're not going to do. You tell the cops, listen, you want me to show you my license? I'm going to reach for my license. My license is right here in the glove compartment. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's it.
It does not pose a threat.
You know what I mean? I had a female cop arrest me. You know what I mean? And after I did I sat down, all this. I was like, yes, no man, whatever. Bitch still arrest me.
Exactly.
Cause why? You know what? She wanted to see my social security card, and I said, officer.
The Social Security
I said, listen. I told her this. I said, look, I don't carry my social security card with me. I don't have it. I said, I don't know why you're asking me that, but I don't have it. I gave you my driver's license. That's all the identification you need. She said, she leaned over to me and she was like, you know what? I don't like your attitude. And I'm gonna get a bunch of cops over here right now and we're gonna take you in. And I was like, do what you gotta do. And she did it. But I'm still here to tell you the story. But listen, man.
We need an educational system in plan in every school.
Exactly.
So that these children know what it is that
the course should be called Police Confrontation 101.
So you think that we need to have the course in the schools?
Yeah, better than that dumb shit you said about more people need to die for the shit to change. That shit's ridiculous, yo. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, son.
From the 7th grade to the 12th grade.
How many more children you want to die of grieving mothers? That's fucking ridiculous. A lot of these cops are not 100% to blame. A lot of these guys, a lot of these black men are provoking or escalating the situation with their fucking attitude.
Listen,
you know what I mean? The attitude and the misunderstanding of the fucking law.
No.
Listen, I've been in plenty of situations with police officers, and it takes just a fucking half a second for the shit to turn their way.
Because they want it to turn their way.
The leniency is gonna go with the cops. Knowing that we have to be smarter
than
right?
they are.
Exactly. We can't give them any minute reason whatsoever to provoke them or give them anything. When a cop says stop, yes, officer. Be polite for the first time in your fucking life. Take away your attitude that you have against cops and every rap song that you heard. Hold on, let me finish. And every rap song that you heard and say, you know what? These cops out here, this guy's gonna potentially kill me. He may be stopping me for no reason. He may be profiling me, but I'm not gonna give him a reason. Stop. Yes, officer, stop. Yeah. How can I help you? What do you need? I'm reaching for my license. Here's my license. Here we go. You repeat every action that you're gonna make before you make it.
Yes.
But you don't get an attitude. That young black males are not provoking a lot of this shit.
Oh my gosh, I had this discussion the other day.
Let's not fool ourselves, Black America, and let's be. If we keep lying to ourselves, this shit is not gonna change.
Thank you.
And it's the bottom line. Let's not pretend. The situation with the Michael Dunn thing was that he pulled up to the car. They were playing loud rap music. Michael Dunn said they pulled out a gun. We know he was bullshit. This is what I believe happened. He told him to lower the music. Jordan and his boys was like, fuck you. We ain't lowering shit. You cracker. They was going off for him. Michael Dunn pulled down and was like, what? And bust and shot him. Because when a black man to another black man, when one is mouthing off to the other, if somebody come up to me and I'm telling my man a story, like, y'all was in a club the other day and these cats came off and they was like, yo, talking shit. And I was like, they was talking mad shit. And I just pull off and bust, nigga. What my dudes is gonna tell me? Yeah, son, you bust dude, right? You bust him, right? He was talking shit, so you bust him. He's dead. But when Michael Dunn did it, that's what happened. Oh, it's racist. He may have been racist. He may have been prejudiced. He was definitely lying about him pulling out a gun and all that, whatever. But let's not pretend that those teens, those black teens in there, those young teenagers in there, when they seen this white old dude trying to tell them to lower their music, they didn't go fuck you and go off for him. Because Michael Dunn got mad and quoting what us blacks say all the time, Michael Dunn's a real nigga. He said, you what, motherfucker? And he bust back and he bust. And he shot this motherfucker and they died. And that's it. Now we got all of this footage coming out with cops beating the shit out of guys. Yeah. Right? And then the police are putting footage out of them saving the one black person a year. You know what I mean? We can rap about being thugs and not taking no shit and shooting down any motherfucking other black man when it comes to, yo, if you say something disrespectful, if you look at me disrespectful, if you want to tell me to do something I don't want to do, we applaud that when another black man shoots another black man just for saying something that he ain't like. It's okay. But when a white man shoots a black man, because the white man didn't like what the black man said, we get mad. Let's act like we're not breaking the law.
House.
Let's act
Go to your house and do it.
Let's stop acting like we're not breaking the law.
You want to drink? You have a home. Does it need to be you outside pouring liquor in front of your building and so on and so forth? Go inside.
Stop acting like black people. Stop acting like we're not breaking the law. Stop acting like you're not witness to all this shit that's going on. Stop putting these pictures up halfway through where the cops is fucking up the kid and we didn't see how it started. Because we all know that we have attitude. What Bernie Mac used to say is a defense mechanism. Defense mechanism. Black people loud. We loud, yo. But we ain't gonna do nothing. These cops had it, yo. Why do you think they're getting away with this shit? They had it. If a cop tells you to roll down the window, roll down the fucking window.
He's a passenger.
Otherwise, that's what happens.
Listen,
you gotta understand the cop law. If a cop tells you to do something and you don't do it,
that's what the problem
they can do whatever they want afterwards.
You're wrong. Because it's like
have you not seen all the footage that's been going on? Have any of these cops been prosecuted? No. Because if a cop says do something and you don't do it, then you resisting arrest or you doing whatever they want to put on that slip. If a cop says get out the car and you don't get out the car, they're gonna fucking pull you out the car.
Listen.
Bottom line, these guys are intelligent enough to say, look, I'm gonna roll down the window, but you have to tell me what for because I seem to have given you the information you already needed. If the cop can't supply an answer, then he's not gonna continue.
Well,
But
appropriate response. Do you hear the leveling of his voice?
No.
Exactly
Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, niggas will be like, for what? Why? That's
attitude.
it.
That's all we're
And it's
saying.
a rap.
Attitude.
And don't
Instead
act
of
like
you
that.
just
It's not like
asking-
that.
Maybe you need to watch the video again.
I saw the video. Matter of fact, I don't want to watch any more of these videos. What I want black men to do is stop being ignorant, right? Control their temper, and maybe they need to watch the videos that's going down and stop being participating and being the next video.